भारतीय रिजर्व बैंक ने वित्त वर्ष 2024-25 की पहली द्विमासिक मौद्रिक नीति जारी की है। आरबीआई ने नीतिगत दरों में कोई बदलाव नहीं किया है। रेपो रेट 6.5% बरकरार रखी गई है। आरबीआई के गवर्नर शक्तिकांत दास ने कहा कि महंगाई दर में कमी देखने को मिल रही है। ग्रामीण मांग में सुधार होने से अर्थव्यवस्था बेहतर होने की उम्मीद है। उन्होंने इस वित्तीय वर्ष में जीडीपी 7% रहने का अनुमान जताया है।
The Reserve Bank MPC decided by a majority of 5-1 to keep the policy repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. Consequently, the standing deposit facility, that is the SDF, rate remains at 6.25%, and the marginal standing facility, that is the MSF rate, remains at MSF rate and the bank rate, they remain at 6.75%. The MPC also decided by a majority of 5 out of 6 members to remain focused on withdrawal of accommodation to ensure that inflation progressively aligns to the target while supporting growth. I shall now briefly set out the rationale for these decisions. Since the last policy, the growth inflation dynamics have played out favorably. Growth has continued to sustain its momentum, surpassing all projections. Headline inflation has eased to 5.1% during both January and February. And this has come down to 5.1% in these 2 months from the earlier peak of 5.7% in the month of December. Core inflation has also declined steadily over the past 9 months to its lowest level in the cities. The fuel component of CPI remained in deflation for 6 consecutive months. Food inflation pressures, however, accentuated in February. Looking ahead, robust growth prospects provide the policy space to remain focused on inflation and ensure its descent to the target of 4%. As the uncertainties in food prices continue to pose challenges, the MPC remains vigilant to the upside risks to inflation that may derail the path of disinflation. Under these circumstances, monetary policy must continue to be actively disinflationary to ensure anchoring of inflation expectations and fuller transmission of the past monetary policy actions. The MPC therefore decided to keep the policy rate unchanged at 6.5% in this meeting and also remain focused on withdrawal of accommodation. The MPC will remain resolute in its commitment to aligning inflation to the target. I would now like to provide an assessment of growth and inflation, and I will begin with the scenario relating to global growth. The global economy has remained resilient with a stable outlook as reflected in various high-frequency